both know what's going on. No secret there, it's in the air. It's getting harder to ignore, to pretend we're unaware. Will we ever get out and...
What up, YouTube? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sherry. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have for you my, I guess, quarterly empties video. This is getting a little bit overflowy. This is overflowing a bit, so it's time for me to go through these things, talk to you about what I like, what I would purchase and what I wouldn't repurchase, and just kind of give you some insight as to what things I use on a daily basis. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off by pulling out a lot of these. And there may even be more than that in here, but we'll talk about these. These are Maker's Mark, which is the brand from Sam's Club, and these are makeup removers. They come in boxes of 8 of these packages that have 50 wipes per package. And the reason I like these so much is, number one, they are textured, and so there's a little bit of grip that really helps get off your makeup. They have a really nice light scent that doesn't irritate my eyes or my skin. There's some kind of emollient in the liquid that the towelettes are soaked in, and so whenever I finish taking off my makeup, my face doesn't feel stripped of oils. It feels very moisturized. And so another benefit to these is this box of 8 packages of 50 is like less than $13, and so very economical. So every time I go to Sam's, I grab one and it lasts me through the next time I go to Sam's, and so I really like these. I like these better than any others that I've tried. Even like Pond's and Neutrogena and those that are a little bit pricier than this, I like these better. And when I had to go back to the others because I was out of these, I found out that these were far superior to the ones that were even pricier. So I'm super happy with these. I even like these better than my Purity wipes, which are super expensive. So that says a lot. I go through a lot of these because I use them every day, and I also, just to remove my makeup or just to freshen up my face if I feel like I, need a refresher. But also whenever I'm doing swatches for videos, I do use a lot of these, and so I go through a lot of these. Obviously in the last month or two I've gone through 3, and I'm getting close to finishing a couple others that are placed all throughout my house. I have them everywhere. Next, I didn't even know if I should put this in there, but it's an empty, and these are the Equate brand cotton swabs. I just buy the Walmart generic brand of stuff like this because it's just as good. It's very inexpensive, and these are perfectly fine. I've got a bunch of them over here. They may not be as sturdy as Q-tips, but I don't know. For what I use them for, which is to clean up my eyebrows and sometimes to get mascara out from underneath my eyelashes whenever I've stuck myself in the eye with a mascara wand, they do the job, and I will repurchase them. This is probably the 5th time I've repurchased this brand, so they do the job. Next is Olay Ultra Moisture with Shea Butter Lock-In Moisture Body Wash. And I've told you before, and I think in my last empties video, my first and last empties video, that I love Olay body washes, and I've used all kinds of different ones. But this one I use whenever there's not a seasonal scent that I enjoy. This is kind of a basic mainstay that's always in their line. I do really like their seasonal scented body washes and different variations that they come out with, but this is kind of the mainstay that I always like, and so if I can't find another that I think I would like the scent of, then I grab this one. I've repurchased this like 50 times. Alright, next is a Macadamia Original Weightless Moisture Shampoo. I think the last time I did empties I had the conditioner in there, something like that. But I finished the shampoo. I was so happy. I've already repurchased it, and I repurchased it in the large liters. I got them at the Ulta, I think they call it the liter sale, where they had them half off. They are super expensive. A liter of this runs about $50, and so when I see that they're on sale for half price, that's when I buy usually 2 of each so that I can have them on hand for the times whenever they're not on sale. They also carry a lot of this line on HoteLook a lot of the time, but unfortunately they're dwindling the weightless moisture section of that, and I can't find the shampoo. I think I can't remember which one they don't ever have, but I think it's the shampoo. I don't know, it might be the conditioner. Either way, repurchased. This is my holy grail. I would use this every day if I had a choice. I do have a few other shampoos and conditioners that I use in the interim, but if I have a choice and I can afford it, this is what I use. Weightless Moisture by Macadamia Professional. There may be a couple of things in here that I just abandoned because I went to try them again and they were either dried up or old, or I just didn't like them, so I didn't want to finish them, and that's one of these. This is one of those. And this is Laura Geller Glam Lash Dramatic Volumizing Mascara. I used it a couple times when I first got it. I don't even know where it came from. I think it came in a set. But it's got a very strange wand. It doesn't hold product very well, so it feels very dry, like you don't have enough product on the brush, or if you do have some on there, it's dried out. It felt that way even when it was new. And I tried it again today and it wasn't doing it for me, and I just can't see myself ever using it, and I can't see myself giving it away because I don't think it would be effective for anybody, so I abandoned that. Would I repurchase it? No, I would not. I didn't willingly purchase it this time. It just kind of came along with something else that I purchased. Next is something that came in my Sephora play. I said I would try these and get back to you in an empties video, so here I am in an empties video getting back to you. This is the Amika Velveteen Dream Smoothing Shampoo and Conditioner. It's always kind of conflicting with shampoo and conditioner samples because I think that really good shampoos and conditioners have an accumulative effect, and it takes some time for their benefits to really show. I think you have to use a shampoo and a conditioner for a couple weeks before you really see what it does. And so, yes, this smelled delicious just like all the Amika products do, and my hair felt okay. It didn't feel overly moisturized. It didn't feel stripped of all oils. It did what shampoo and conditioner do. It wasn't anything heroic, but I really like the way it smelled. So I would imagine if I used it for more than one time, I might actually find out if I really liked it or not. I do not think I will repurchase this, only because it's a smoothing shampoo and conditioner, which ordinarily is used by people who have a straight hairstyle, and I don't. And so I don't know that what this is intended for I need. So if I bought an Amika product, it would be probably a different version of their shampoo and conditioners. I have 2 of these in here. This is my Holy Grail deodorant. It is the Degree Dry Protection Shower Clean. I like this scent because it's nice and clean. I like this deodorant because it just works. It works for me. I never worry about if I'm sweaty underneath my arms. I never worry about if I am smelling. Once I put this on after my shower, I don't worry about it anymore. And I could probably go into the next day and not worry about it anymore. It's just, it's kind of heat activated. It's almost like whenever I am extra warm and perspiring, it's almost like it smells even better. So that's exactly what I need a deodorant and antiperspirant to do. The only thing that I have ever disliked about this deodorant is that on white clothing it tends to stain. I do love though that when I'm wearing black clothing I can put this on and it kind of sets, and so it doesn't leave white marks on my clothes, even black clothes. As long as I'm a little bit careful and I haven't gone really ham putting this on, then it doesn't make marks on my clothes, and I appreciate that. As far as, you know, on white clothing, every deodorant that I've ever used has done that. So I don't know if it's an ingredient that are in most deodorants or what it is, but it's whatever. Next is MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. And this is, man, this thing lasted me a really long time. I got this, I think, not my last birthday, but the birthday before that. And of course, I don't use it every day. For a long time, I used it only to wet my brush whenever I was trying to make an eyeshadow look more metallic. But lately, I've been using it as a priming spray and a setting spray, and I like it for all those reasons. I bought several of these at the Ulta sale last summer, I think last September, and I still have several of them left. So I decided I needed to start using it more before it, it doesn't, I don't know if it has a shelf life or not, but I felt like I needed to use it up before it got old. So it's already repurchased. I don't think I said whether or not I would repurchase the deodorant, but I thought that was a given because I've used it for like 20 years. Ever since Degree came out, I've used it, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to repurchase it. Next is my Holy Grail powder, which is Peach Perfect by Too Faced. It's so funny that I almost, look at me, I'm like, there's still some in here. Oh, and I'm not going to waste any of it. I will use it. It wasn't coming out, so I'm going to dig in here. You guys know I'm going to get down to the deep downs. But anyways, I repurchased this, and I had a backup for whenever I thought this was out. And I also have repurchased another backup now that I've broken into what was my backup. This is just a beautiful powder. It's so finely milled. It's got a nice peachy tone to it that's still translucent, but it has a little bit of a tint to it that really matches my skin tone really well. It smells good. It has a little bit of a peachy taste even because it's so finely milled it gets into the air and you taste it. When people kiss you on the face, they taste it. But I just can't get over how good this powder is. I didn't think that any powder would ever replace the Laura Mercier powder for me because I thought that was the best thing ever, and I guess it was at the time. But this actually, I will repurchase this over the Laura Mercier. So this is some good stuff. If you haven't tried it, do. It's usually, a lot of times it is out of stock, but when it's in stock, get you some. Trust me. Next is L'Oreal Root Magic. And I jokingly say to people that whenever my roots grow out and it's gray, I spray paint my hair. Well, this is what I'm talking about. And I use way too many of these because I wait too long to color my hair. And I'm actually going to color my hair tonight because these are both empty. I'm not going to be shopping between now and school. And so that's just like, okay, Sherry, just quit being lazy and color your hair. So my hair's getting colored tonight. But I really like this, especially, I mean, like right now you can see that I didn't have any, and so there's a lot of gray poking through. But whenever I first wash my hair, if I have a little bit of rootage showing, I go through with this and spray it before I do my face. And it just really covers up the gray, and it just keeps the hairline from looking so washed out, I guess is the best way to put it. I really like these. I have the shade light brown and light golden brown. I like to mix those because I have a little bit of both in my hair, and this is good stuff. It's kind of pricey. It's $10, and it probably lasts me 5 or 10 uses. It's hard to say. It depends on how much gray is showing, but it's worth it to me. It extends the time in between colors for me, and when I'm busy, that's very helpful. And yes, I will repurchase this. Hopefully not for like a month from now, since I'm gonna color my hair tonight. Can you tell I'm trying to convince myself that I need to? I need to. Next is another Macadamia Professional product, and this is the Deep Repair Mask. And this was the very first product that I ever used from Macadamia Professional. It's just a very thick, very, very effective hair mask, and I use it usually after I color my hair is when I use this hair mask. I've already repurchased it. There's a tub of this in my shower right now. Whenever my hair is in serious need of some moisture, that's when I use this. Whenever I use a hair stripper or a clarifying shampoo to get rid of product buildup, I'll use this after that. So anytime my hair is extra dry, usually from a chemical process or from a stripping shampoo, I will use this, and it's an excellent product. This is one that is available whenever Macadamia Professional goes on sale on HauteLook. They almost always have this, or at least have it in some kind of set. This is another product that I abandoned. I really liked it when I first got it. It's called the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. This came in a BoxyCharm, and I love the effect of this. It gives a very, what's the word? It kind of just puts a very light veil of illumination on your face, and it's not detectable, but it's there, and you can go overboard with this for sure. But it's got like a little metal ball inside, and I'm tempted to maybe try this in another bottle. But the last time I used this, I sprayed it, and this pump went wonky on me, and it sprayed little droplets of really intense illumination, like sheen, all over my face, and it looked terrible. I had trouble getting it off. I messed up my makeup, and it made me mad. So I threw it in that in my empties bin, because I was like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not going to spend an hour putting on makeup for this to mess it up. And so I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if putting it in another spray bottle, if it would distribute correctly. I'm probably just going to ditch it, because I do have other illuminating setting sprays that I like better than that. Next is my Holy Grail color corrector, and this is Tarte CC color corrector. This is a nice light salmon concealer or color corrector. I use it before concealer, and it really does a great job on my very inner corners where I have the most darkness. So I start with this and put the concealer over it. This is probably I probably have repurchased this 3 times. I do like Erase Paste. I do like a couple other similar products, but this is the best consistency. This is the best color for my skin tone. So I already have repurchased this. I need to get a backup for it eventually, right? It lasts a really long time. You don't hardly have to use any. So I'm not in a rush to get a backup, but I will get a backup soon. Next is CoverGirl, the Supersizer. I just really like this mascara. This is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. This one just got played out. It has an interesting one that I never thought in a million years I would enjoy, but I do. It's very lengthening, separating, volumizing, all of it. It just does a great job. This one just needed to be retired, and I already purchased a backup that I just opened. Next is another product that I abandoned because it just didn't work for me. This is Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. Again, another weird wand. I guess I just don't have good luck with samples and wands. But this is another really spiky, pokey, and it just held the product in a really weird way, and it was super dry. Kind of the same thing with this other one, the Laura Geller that I was telling you about. Just didn't work for me. Next is MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Unfortunately, I mean, I used the majority of this, but it dried out and it started getting weird and patchy, and I'm okay because it lasted me over a year. I don't think I left it open. I think it just got old. And so I repurchased this already. It's my favorite eyeshadow primer. It matches my skin tone perfectly. It cancels out any discoloration or veining and just gives me an even canvas to start eyeshadow with, and it also really holds things on. My eyeshadow looks the same when I get home after a day full of children. It looks the same as it did when I put it on, so that's a true test for me. So I love that product. Next is NYX Micro Brow in the shade Chocolate. I have used probably 15 of these since I learned of it. I tried the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I really do like that, but this is half the price, and I actually like the color that they have for it's called Chocolate, for my hair color. This matches my eyebrow color and my hair color better than the caramel or the chocolate in the Anastasia, and this is cheaper. I go through about one a month because, as you can see, I use a lot of eyebrow products so that I look like I actually have some eyebrows, and so I go through these a lot. I already bought 2 backups because they were on sale for buy one get one half off, so I buy 2 at a time. I'm never going to be without this. And finally, 2 empty perfumes. I very rarely finish a perfume. I have a lot, so I'm really impressed with myself actually. And that is Bright Crystal by Versace and Guess Dare. I love these both. I repurchased this one, but in the Absolute version, and I repurchased the Big Dog in this one. And I'll show you these. Oh, this is the reason I bought that version, because how beautiful is that bottle? Seriously. And I bought the Big Dog of the Guess Dare, and you can see I've already made a pretty serious dent in that. I wear it often. It's one of my daily perfumes that I really love. So I have come to the end of my empties. I hope you enjoyed it, you guys. I'm super happy, like I was last time, to finally be able to actually throw this away, because I'm kind of sicked out by having a bunch of used up empty product containers sitting in a trash can for as long as it takes me to fill it up. I've had a rough run of flares and not feeling well, and so I'm super excited that I actually got through this video, and I'm pretty sure I made sense for the majority of it. So I hope I did anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for joining me. If you did enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, take care and God bless. Bye guys.
You and I both know what's going on. No secret there, it's in the air. It's getting harder to ignore, to pretend we're unaware. Will we